Hello everyone. Today we are going to unbox a newly purchased portable turbidity meter in the Ministry of Technology Noshera Environmental Lab. So here we go.
And what is the model number of that equipment?
The model number of this equipment is WGZ3B, and this is the instruction manual.
Made in China?
This is the portable turbidity meter, which is to be used for the testing. It has a few setup buttons that can be used in the test. It has an outlet for the printer. We can print the results, and similarly there is an inlet for the charger as well. Okay, this place we will put these samples, whatever sample we are going to test in this slit, and using the internal mechanism, it will give us the turbidity. Okay, it's a Fermazine sample, and that is used to make the samples by adjusting the amount of this Fermazine sample in the water, pure water, you can say, or distilled water. Okay, these are the samples 700 NTU, 1000 NTU and 400 NTU. These are the samples that have a specific NTU number that can be used for. Okay, let's come to the equipment. First we will on it, and we will wait for at least 10 to 15 seconds so that it can stabilize. It's a logo name, Ziru Instruments from China. Okay, this is the front user interface of the turbidity meter. If you are in the measuring mode, then there will be a display of date and time. If this display and date and time is not available, it means you are in calibration mode. Okay, these are few buttons. These arrow buttons are used to adjust any value you may require it in the calibration mode. 0 is if there is an error of a reading without placing a sample in the equipment, then you have to play this 0 to make it to the nil value, and this is actually signal average. When you want to test a sample, it measure the sample for more than 5 times and then take a average of that value. Correct value is used when you place calibrated sample in this machine. I will discuss it in details when we will go to the calibration mode. The setup button is used to calibrate this machine, and this is inquiry. Basically this machine saves 20 number of latest readings, so you can inquire and view the history of your test form.
Test 20.
Yes. This is storage. Whatever reading you want to store, you will have to press the storage button, and if you want to print it by this port, you can connect it to the printer and print it. Okay.
So after storing, then again you will have to inquire.
Yes.
If you will not store, then you will not be able to inquire the results.
Yes, that's correct. The first thing is so we will go to the calibration mode, and we will calibrate our machine using 400 NTU sample. Okay. So this is the locking code. It is 000 given in the manual. You will press it. Okay, there are 3 setups. One is from 0 to 10 NTU. The second one is from 10 to or 11 to 100 NTU, and the third one CS3. CS2 is up to 100 NTU, and CS3 is from 101 to 1000 NTU. We are now in CS1. We will go to CS1, CS2, and CS3. In CS3, we can measure the value from 101 to 1000. Okay, the value will stabilize to 0.00. If it is not stabilized, then you can press 0 button to make it to the 0.00 and remove the error. Okay, now we will place the sample of NTU, but make it sure to clean it up with a clean tissue paper. Okay, because this machine will raise, and through those rays it will measure the value, and it is suggested to shake it well before placing in the chamber. Okay, so now we will wait for the values. First we have to make it to 400, right? Okay, so make it 400 because our reference calibrated sample is 400. Then come here to make it point first. Now it is 400, but the value it gives is 466.2. So now we will press the correct button that the actual value of the sample is 400 NTU. So now it's calibrated and it will give us the value in reference to this 400 NTU sample.
So calibration completed.
Completed. Now press the setup button to come out of the calibration mode. When we bring the machine back to the normal measuring mode from the calibration mode, it gives you the value of 400, which means that our sample, our machine has been calibrated as per the given sample. Now let's measure the tape water. So we have taken the tape water of the same amount in the bottle, make it clean and a bit of shaking and place it in the chamber. Now it will give you a value. When it's stabilized to a value and you want to reconfirm it by an average value, so press the signal average button and wait for at least 10 to 15 seconds.
It will spread the signals in at least 5 to 6 direction and will give you the average value of the different signals by ear.
Right now it is processing.
Yes. You are supposed to wait for at least 10 to 15 seconds.
Now you can see that the value came down from 0.32 to 0.24.
Yeah.
And
because that is the average value.
If we take a value of the tape water or a tube well water, so it is around 0.2. All, please press the bell icon and like.